guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. So today I want to talk about this, and it's another kind of unknown case. Which, by the way, let me just say first before we get into that. We have some, okay, so there, you guys know that we still have to go through May and June calls with Letitia, right? And then we also have this other order. That's going to be coming together very, very soon. So we got like a little bit of an update this evening. It's, I think, the next thing that's going to be processed. So I figured while we're waiting on that I might as well cover as many little unknown cases that I can. And so that's what we're going to do. This one, it caught my attention because it was on my local news, and it was in a town called Albemarle, North Carolina. So I live on the Albemarle Sound. And so I was like, whoa, is that close to here? It's actually a couple hours away. But like the Albemarle Sound is a body of water. It's where the river meets the ocean. And we live directly on that body of water. So anyways, it's giant. It's huge, but I wondered how close is she? So anyways, that's how it first caught my attention. But it's weird. There's some weird stuff here that I just can't figure out, and I can't wait to explain it to you guys. I can't wait to talk about it because it's just another new case that really needs eyes on it. There are so many cases that get talked about day in and day out, and there are so many that don't ever get talked about. So that's what we're going to try to do while we're waiting on getting this Tisha stuff put together. I want to say hello to you guys, but first, let me just give you like a quick rundown. So 17-year-old Baylee Carver has a 20-year-old boyfriend, Joshua. Baylee was actually found last night, or yesterday. I saw it last night, but she was found yesterday after 5 days of intense searching. She was found deceased. Now, before she was found, so the way we're going to watch some stuff, but before she was found, he was already arrested. So it's weird. I'm really curious how they know some of the things they know, and you'll understand what I mean when they get there. But first, let me just say hello to you guys, and then we'll get right into it. But yeah, it's very, I don't know. I don't want to say interesting, but it's like very mind-boggling. Hello, Pointer Lover. Hey, Mayla's mom. Hey, Tony, Debbie Doodles, Anna, Aries, Boo Sheet. You're not too late. We're just getting started. Let me see. Bernadette, Christine, Johnny, Cutie Pie, Neat Noodle, Natasha. Thank you guys for being here. Tell the Truth, Riley, Anna, Cheryl, Trulia. Good to see you, beautiful. Selena, hey. I just want to say, hey, Trio Girl Mom, hey, Melissa, Music City Mom, MK. Those of you guys who come here even when it's an unknown case or whatever, and you're still willing to like hang out with me and kind of learn and listen about whatever we're talking about, thank you, because it means the world to me. Because I know that it's not necessarily it's not gonna be like these kind of videos don't do the best usually, so, and that's okay. But those of you guys who do come here to listen to it, it just means so much to me. It really does. So thank you so much. Oh, hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hey, Sparkles, Debbie Doodles. Anybody that I missed? West Virginia Jules. Hey, Patricia, Teacup. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to start like this. We're going to look at a couple articles. Then we've got some videos. There has been a press conference. Which one do I want to start with? Let me see. They're similar but different because one has, quotes from people and one doesn't. Okay, so we're going to start here. Remains of Baylee Carver found in Carver County, Albemarle police say. The search for Baylee, a 17-year-old teenager, ended Tuesday when she was found deceased. Searchers found the remains of Carver on Tuesday around 4:55 p.m. of Highway 49 and Route 601 in Carver County. The teenager's boyfriend, Joshua Biles, has already been charged with felony obstruction of justice and concealment of death. Now, this is strange, you guys. Like I said, it's mind-boggling. We offer our deepest condolences to the loved ones of Baylee Carver. As they mourn their loss, our hearts are with them during this difficult time. The Albemarle Police Department is grateful for all of the assistance and resources provided throughout the course of this search. The investigation is still ongoing. So the police department said officers responded to the suspect's home at 4:30 a.m. on Friday after getting a 911 call from someone asking for help. The department and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation said their inquiry led them to determine the victim had died. At the scene, Joshua reported that his girlfriend, Baylee, was deceased and that he disposed of the body using a red Honda Civic. The vehicle was at the home. The Albemarle Police Department immediately secured the scene, including the vehicle, and requested that the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation process all parts of the crime scene. According to court documents, investigators believe Joshua moved Carver's body from his home, and he is accused of hiding the body elsewhere. Investigators found evidence at the home that suggested Baylee had obvious wounds to the body, indicating an unnatural death. This is one of the first things that really, I was like, huh? So let me read that again. According to court documents, according to court documents, investigators believe Biles moved Carver's body from his home. He is accused of hiding the body elsewhere. Investigators found evidence at the home that suggested Baylee had, quote, obvious wounds to the body indicating an unnatural death, unquote. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Betty. You know the case, Betty? Okay. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, you guys coming in. Betty, you live here. Okay, so I'm in North Carolina too, and thank you for being here. I cannot believe that because I don't know anybody who has seen this yet. Hey, Claus, thank you. All cases deserve a chance to have a voice, and thank you for your beautiful heart for doing it, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you sharing the less familiar cases. I honestly only follow the mainstream ones to support my favorite creators when there aren't any case updates. Thank you, Natasha. It chooses me. That's so true, Bushi. They do. What did Betty Jo say? I do want to get back to that, and then we're going to keep going. Aw, MK, thank you. Thank you, Bernadette. I can't find her first comment, but that's very interesting. Okay, so that was weird, right? Obvious wounds to the body indicating an unnatural death. Evidence in the home. So is there camera footage or something? I don't know. I can't figure it out. But so Joshua has not admitted to killing Baylee. He spent some time with investigators as well as our detectives. There is some information that's included in the investigation that provided us with detailed areas to search. People who live near the suspect's home said he drove a red two-door Honda Civic with black wheels. WCNC Charlotte found that car parked outside Biles' Floral Drive home on Monday. His identification card could be seen as in the seat. Now listen to this. A search party of community members also looked inside the car. After seeing what appeared to be blood inside, they called law enforcement, who returned to the home and towed the vehicle away. But if they were already there and had secured the scene, why was that vehicle still there? That makes no freaking sense to me. Just move the body. That's what he claims. I feel like more charges are coming now that she's been found, but okay, let me continue. Bullhorse addressed the incident Tuesday. This is what police claimed. The SBI processed both home and vehicle on Friday. As standard procedures, the home and vehicle were turned back over to the owners of the property with the conclusion of that processing. So they gave the car back. When does that happen? Because they don't, a lot of times they keep them in other cases until the trial. They said to avoid any confusion about whether the vehicle needed to be located, the police department impounded the vehicle Monday evening. They are asking neighbors to check their security cameras for the car between 3 and 4:30 on Friday. Melissa Curley works at Derek's Sales and Repairs in Stanley County. She said police used surveillance video from their business to help pinpoint the suspect's location. About 4:14 p.m., you see him coming southbound, going towards Albemarle in a red Honda Civic. She said they were just really dead set on it being him. So this woman is speaking out that police were there. I'm sure they're not happy about that. Emily Lowry, who's been friends with Carver for years, said Baylee was in a relationship with Joshua. When WCNC Charlotte spoke to Lowry on Monday, she was hoping Carver was still alive. She said, I didn't want to think it was real. I don't think anybody wanted to think that was real. She's a very uplifting person. I've never heard her talk bad about anyone. More than 70 law enforcement professionals searched the area. Police, the NCSBI, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children are among the agencies investigating. We're actually going to watch this video in just a minute. I have it pulled. So the Lisa Briggs, who comes from National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, said, we're covering a lot of ground. We've got a lot of volunteers, a lot of agencies. So this was a major search. They brought in Nick Mack, and I haven't heard about it anywhere. You guys let me know if you've heard about this case at all. Groups of people in the community also joined the search. Ashley Poplin, her family, and friends joined those searching around Floral Drive House Monday. Personally, I don't know the family, but I do have daughters of my own, and I know if it was me in their position, I would want anybody and everybody to be out looking. One of Baylee's friends said the missing teenager loved making weekly trips to the skating rink. She said Baylee was whimsical. I loved that. I thought, if something ever happened to me and someone described me that way, I would love that. Just sweet. Baylee was whimsical. She always believed in the beauty of things and brought a smile to everyone she met. She had her own struggles and worked through them through the enjoyment of others. She was very soft-hearted and loved people very deeply. She had a connection with every animal she met and had an admirable obsession with cats and had multiple of her own. She also loved crystals, vinyl records, stargazing, and the movie The Labyrinth. As the community looks to heal, they're leaning on faith and lifting the family in prayer. Now, let's watch this video. I was actually going to watch it in a minute, but since it's here, I won't have to pull it up to load. So we'll just go ahead and watch it. It's pretty quick.
Right now around Stanley County, state and local authorities are on the ground. They say they're searching for the remains of an Albemarle teenager. Officers tell us.
So you guys, Betty Jo says that she lives in the area, and she says most of the community was out searching. I would have had help, but I have a bad hip, so I can't walk or stand long. She and I would have got along great. I know. Me too, Natasha. Hey, Brandy. Hey, hippie chick. Let me see, Nadie, if anybody had heard of it. Not heard of it. First time. No, I haven't. Is that not, that's just so sad, you guys. It is so sad that a search that huge. I'm not that far from here. Thank God I subscribed to the local news channels. That's how I saw it. They have camera footage of him putting her in the car and footage of him coming home, but nothing showing where he put her. See, Betty Jo, I was wondering about that, and it reminded me of Madeline Soto. Is that how they know there were obvious wounds that were that caused an unnatural death? Because that's what they said, and I don't know what else it could be unless he confessed, which then they would probably just say he had confessed. Misty, I'm glad you're out of the ICU. Hope you're feeling okay. What a heart she has. I know. I hadn't heard it, and I'm constantly looking up new cases. You really are. Okay, tell the truth. I hope everything's okay. All right, let's listen to this. I'll try not to interrupt too much.
They think 17-year-old Baylee Carver is dead, and they have not found her body.
The suspect, though, in connection to the case is identified as 20-year-old Joshua Biles. He is charged with obstruction of justice and concealing a death. Within the past 2 hours, the police gave us an update saying they're looking for surveillance video with a 1999 red Honda Civic right here that looks similar to the one on the screen. And we understand there are still a lot of questions that are on this case, and we want to let you know that we have put in requests to...
Yes, Bushi. So we have Baylee. She's 17 years old. She was missing for several days, and she was just found yesterday. We have her boyfriend, who he is the one who made the 911 call and said she was deceased and that he had disposed of her body, but he said he didn't kill her. And they said that they have reason to believe that she had wounds that would cause an unnatural death. That's my words. They worded it somehow similar to that, but just to say that's not verbatim. So he was arrested and charged with like concealment of a death, like little charges. But that's it so far.
Multiple agencies to get more details.
Meantime, WCNC Charlotte's Caitlin Hagwood has been with search crews all day, and she joins us live. Caitlin, what have you seen there, and what have you learned this evening?
Well, I can tell you that this is the home where investigators say Baylee Carver was taken from. Neighbors say that the suspect lived here with his family and drove this two-door Honda Civic. Police are now hoping.
Can you imagine what his family must be thinking? Like, if one of my boys did something like that in my home, oh my God, I would just be so devastated, heartbroken.
Hoping to find this vehicle on some home video at the time of the crime. Let's go. The search for the remains of 17-year-old Baylee Carver now stretching into day 4.
We're covering a lot of ground, got a lot of volunteers, a lot of agencies.
That's the woman from National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. That was because they were out there, like I said, as well.
Police tell us the teen's body had obvious wounds when it was taken from an Albemarle home and hidden by the suspect, 20-year-old Joshua Biles. They've not told us how they learned that information. Biles is now behind bars, accused of felony obstruction and concealment of death.
I didn't want to think it was real. I don't think anybody would want to think that was real.
Emily Lowry says she's been friends with Carver for years.
She's a very uplifting person. I've never heard her talk bad about anyone.
Lowry says the suspect and Carver were in a relationship. She now joins those in the community getting in on the search.
Personally, I didn't know the family, but I do have daughters of my own, and I know if it was me in their position, I would want anybody and everybody to be out helping look.
I would too, and I just, I appreciate the people that go out and look like that.
Well, I met Ashley Poplin, who you just heard from, when she and her friends were searching here behind this home. They're just one of several search parties that we saw. Again, investigators say the best way you can help is to help find this two-door Honda Civic. They say that if you have any home video, any surveillance video from the night that this all took place, that can really help in their investigation. Of course, there are many search parties that are out here. There's actually one
How interesting
that just arrived.
News got right down beside the car because police don't have the car. Even though, searchers have reported seeing blood in it and everything else, and we know he used the car to dispose of her. Why the hell do police not have it? That's really upsetting to me. But let's go on because there's one more article and then there's other videos I want to show you. This article, I just want to read because we've got some family member, some reactions. There was a vigil that was scheduled right before or right after she was found. So when the vigil happened, things kind of shifted. And there was some comments on what's going on. So the remains of Baylee were found after a 4-day-long search, which one of the videos we're going to watch is going to say 5. But I guess Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday would be 4, unless you count Friday. So Baylee's remains were found north of Highway 49 and 601 just before 5 on Tuesday. Many of her loved ones got the news minutes before the start of a vigil at the Rosebriar restaurant in Albemarle. Their hope turned to heartache, and some were relieved now that they had closure. Because remember, they were told, and you're going to see in a couple of these videos, they were told that she was likely deceased already. They have the car now. It's in police impound. Thank goodness, Betty Jo. Adrian, it's what it's looking like. It is what it's looking like. And I think Natasha said he looked like a creep, and I totally agree. So in light of some recent news, this meeting has taken a turn. They found her. Yes, they did. Thank the Lord, said Melissa Udy, the vigil organizer. Baylee's loved ones shared hugs, tears, prayers. Her grandfather said, "It's hard, but I'm glad it's over with. the hunt and everything. We prayed justice would be done. We prayed justice be done. Benny Carver and his wife Marie said they're grateful for the crews who searched in Stanley, Rowan, and Carabas counties. Grandma said a lot of people care. And the grandfather went on to say, it's special to have a lot of people here. And I want to thank everyone who's been out there, even people who didn't know us. Baylee Carver had obvious wounds to her body, which indicated she did not die naturally according to court documents. Now, they didn't hyperlink it. I wish they did because I want to see that. That's, like I said, very mind-boggling to me. Albemarle police said her boyfriend, Joshua, called 911 early on Friday to report her death and that he disposed of her body. So if we count Friday, I guess that is 5 days of her being gone. So she was gone on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Benny Carver has strong words for her killer. He said, I can't believe they like this to her and threw her out like a piece of trash. It's awful. They don't even deserve to get out. They don't even deserve bond. They need to keep them in there. Albemarle police said the medical examiner will perform an autopsy to confirm how Baylee died. Joshua was charged with felony obstruction and concealment of death and is in the Stanley County Jail. There could be more charges. The search for Baylee started Friday. Here's some photos of the search, actually. They had dogs out there, tons of people. Most of what's left is going to repeat what we've already talked about. They want to see if anybody has video of this car. If you're in the area, because we know someone in here is in the area, but you already know, but you never know. If you've, look at your camera footage, see if you see a car like this. So I wanted to read this before we go on. Her father spoke out and he said, I feel like I can't stop until they find her or we find her. Then the woman who works for NCMEC says working the road areas has been incredibly difficult with dogs because the cars are going so fast and not slowing down. A mom who said her son was friends with Baylee posted a sign in town saying she was heartbroken to hear the news because Carver was, quote, the kindest, most loving person you could ever meet, unquote. So he has been given a $250,000 bond. When asked if Biles admitted to killing Baylee, police said he made no statements like that. He has court next week. Baylee's dad said he hasn't slept much since he learned his daughter was presumed dead. It's gotten worse as he's discovered more about Joshua Biles. He says, I've been hearing he's been abusive. Carver said Baylee had been living with her grandmother since January. Now he's focusing on the good memories of her. Very like me, he said, hard-headed. Try to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive. Try to laugh and smile a lot. He said, I wish I could have done more. As he lives the parents' worst nightmare, Carver is thankful for the community's help with the search. And this is before she was found. He said, I just want to find her. If anybody can help me find her. Oh, God, that is so sad. It just breaks my heart, man. Hey, Big Mikey. Her father searched every single day and night nonstop. Oh, my God. That just hurts my heart so much. It's crazy to me that teens are doing this. I preach to my boys how important it is to respect your girlfriend, her parents, etc. My 16-year-old is extremely respectful. Well, let me see, because I got the press conference. I've got a few different things over here. We have the video we just watched. We have a video about her remains being found. And then a second video, which is a little different. And then this press conference. So we'll start with this conference because it happened before she was found. And it's not too long, but there is some good information in it. Oh my goodness gracious, you got to be kidding me. B Crumb's going to kill me. I haven't done the audio extension like that makes your stuff louder.
Community during this tragic time. We pray for Baylee's family.
Can y'all hear that at all? If not, I'm going to try to find it one more place.
With that closure, we ask for silence. at this time. Amen. Thank you all for coming. Most importantly, I want to express condolences to the family of Baylee Carver.
Okay, you guys, just a second. This video I have has some of it, but that is frustrating. I could hear it on my phone. Okay.
Out of this, search crews are working around the clock to find an Albemarle teenager. Authorities say they believe 17-year-old Baylee Carver is dead. However, her body has not been found.
And the search for remains is now stretching into day 5. At this point, law enforcement and neighbors have searched more than 1,000 miles since Friday, spending their time, rain or shine, trying to find answers.
I have a 15-year-old, and it hit home when I found out she was only 16, 17 years old when this happened. And I would want the same effort put out for my son if something had happened to my son or anyone who was kin to me.
Meantime, 20-year-old Joshua Biles is behind bars tonight for this case. He's accused of felony obstruction and concealing a death. Today, the Albemarle chief of police shared new details in this case as well.
And that's why we have Kaylin Hagwood standing by here, joining us live. Kaylin, what can you tell us about the search?
No, I can't find the press or otherwise, but I'll link it for you guys.
Well, the chief said the suspect, Joshua Biles, told investigators that his girlfriend, Baylee Carver, that she died and that he disposed of her body. The chief says this conversation happened when investigators arrived to the suspect's home on Floral Drive around 4:30 last Friday morning. Inside, the chief says Biles told them he disposed of Carver's body, but didn't say exactly where. He also didn't admit to killing her. Despite this, court records show Carver's body had, quote, obvious wounds indicating an unnatural death. So hold on just a second. Let me say thank you to Claus. Alex, love your sweetheart, my beautiful friend. Keep being a light and using your voice for victims who so deserve a chance to be known and heard. Adore and admire you so very much. Oh, that was really sweet. Thank you, Claus. I appreciate that. And B Crumbs, I promise I'm going to do it. Are you all scratched up from the bushes? There is an extension that I can download that when something's quiet, it will make it louder. It's just like a volume booster, basically. Hey, Queen Bella. I don't know if I got to say hi to you, but hey, babe. Natural death. Police say they were able to gather those details during the investigation, even though her body hasn't been found.
He provided some information. He spent some time with SBI investigators as well as our detectives, and there is some information that's included in.
Oh, we can hear it here. That's unfortunate, huh? Imagine if it was that loud on the other video. Oh my gosh, how annoying.
Investigation that provided us with detailed areas to search.
Yeah.
And as the search continues, they say that folks at home can help in this investigation by looking on their home cameras around the time this all took place to see if you see a red two-door Honda Civic 1999 version model of that car. If you do see that.
Just a second. So I do have one more video after she was found, but I want to go over to Twitter for a second and see what we can find over there. What else would motivate him to dispose of his... What happened? And how do they know that she has wounds that show that it's an unnatural death? My classmate was murdered by her boyfriend in high school. He only did 9 years and got out, moved to North Carolina, murdered his next girlfriend a few years later, did 23 years, and is now out and living in Florida. Oh my God. Why do they let people out like that? I mean, it's frustrating because you know they're going to reoffend. Okay. Let's go over to Twitter for a minute. So first we have a new video from WCNC. I think we'll watch that instead of the one that I've got, even though they're both new since she's been found. But someone from there is going to explain how surveillance video was used in the search. Then we have Walk the Crime. They say the remains of a missing teenager from North Carolina were discovered in Carver County on Tuesday. And there's a picture of her I hadn't seen yet, actually. And I've seen quite a few, like not quite a few. I don't know how many there are out there, but I Googled her, like Google image searched her to see what there was. And I didn't see that one. Baylee's boyfriend is facing charges in connection to the case. I'm going to click that just to see if they've linked the court records. This is one that I could go to the trial if I wanted to, you know. No, they did not link the court documents. Let's see. Just people tweeting about her remains being found, different news sources. Like, there's really, truly not a lot out there. Ooh, let's see if we can get the press conference here from a better... Okay, they don't have the video. All right, you guys, I apologize. Let me go back to the top, though. We're going to check this out for just a second. As soon as the video loads, we're just going to watch that instead of reading the article. Let me check on you guys in the chat. What happened? I don't know what I did there. Oh no, this looks like something I've seen. I don't know if he had court yet. I know, but I mean the arrest affidavit, because they are referencing court documents in some of these articles. But
well, developing tonight after 5 days of searching and scouring for the body of 17.
This one says 5 days.
Well, developing tonight after 5 days of searching and scouring for the body of 17-year-old Baylee Carver. It was found last in Cabarrus County. Police tell us the Stanley County teen's remains were found around the area of Highway 49 and Route 601. Her boyfriend, 20-year-old Joshua Biles, is already in jail, accused of felony obstruction of justice and concealment of death in this case. Tonight, though, we're getting a closer look at how surveillance video played a role in this search. WCNC Charlotte's Kaylin Hagwood is in Cabarrus County. And throughout the week, people have been asking for this video. It's something.
She's been doing a ton of reporting on this case, which I want to. Maybe she's on Twitter. Follow her. Night, Pumsy.
It certainly did, Colin. Police say a red Honda Civic the suspect was driving whenever he left Baylee's body here in Cabarrus County. They didn't tell us the exact location where she was found, but we know it was just north of where I am here on Highway 49 and Route 601. What we do know is surveillance video of that red car was used to help find her. After 5 days of searching, the body of 17-year-old Baylee Carver was found Tuesday night.
I instantly broke down and cried. My mom's heart just absolutely snapped in half.
Police say the suspect, 20-year-old Joshua Biles, admitted to taking Carver's body from his home on Floral Drive to an unknown location, setting off a search on land and in the air to find her.
They just was really...
How's he going to admit that he took her body somewhere but not tell them where? I mean, that's only going to help you in the end. You've already told him you did it. What
dead set on it being him.
What?
Melissa Curley works at Derrick Sales and Repairs in Stanley County. She says police used this surveillance video from their business to help pinpoint the suspect's location.
And about 4:14 a.m., you see him coming southbound, going toward Albemarle in a red Honda Civic.
Investigators searched more than 1,000 miles across 3 counties before finding Carver's remains north of Highway 49 and Route 601, roughly 30 minutes from the suspect's home and around 20 minutes from Curley's job.
It was a relief, yeah.
As the community looks to heal, they're leaning on faith and lifting the family in
Think about police's job in a situation like this. They have to, try to figure out the route he took and then go to all the different places and get the surveillance footage from those places.
prayer.
Pray that they get through it the best that they can. Pray they get through burying their daughter. And then slowly start the process of moving on.
Judicial process underway now. Biles expected back in court next Monday. Reporting live here in Cabarrus County, Caitlin Hagg with WCNC Charlotte.
Okay, so for those of you guys who came in late, hey, Alaska and Amber, we are kind of done wrapping up what we were talking about. We were talking about this young lady, a 17-year-old girl who went missing. Well, she was reported to be deceased, and people have been looking for her since Friday at 4:30 on Friday morning, when her boyfriend, this fellow right here, calls police and tells them she's deceased and he disposed of her body. They just found her yesterday afternoon, and we're kind of waiting for more I'm kind of waiting for more charges. It's a new case that's really not too far from me. It's kind of local, but kind of not. Maybe 2 hours or something. But anyways, there's really something interesting that caught my attention and is mind-boggling. And I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait and see when documents become available or whatever. But they do say, let me see here. Was it this one? No, hold on just a second. I'll pull it back up, because I want to get the exact direct quote. This was just bizarre. I don't know. It reminds me of, like I said earlier, Madeline Soto. I don't know if there was something seen on surveillance footage that would lead them to believe. Here. Okay. So, according to court documents, investigators believe Joshua Biles moved Baylee Carver's body from his home. He is accused of hiding the body elsewhere. Investigators found evidence at the home that suggested Carver had obvious wounds to the body, indicating an unnatural death. So they found evidence at the home. I don't know. Is this surveillance footage from the home? Is it pictures on his phone? I'm not really sure. Is it a knife that had blood on it? I guess it could be multiple things, so until we have more information, we're just not going to know. But other than that, that's kind of it with that case. But I am going to sit here and hang out with you guys for a minute and just shoot the shit. I'm sorry I fell asleep on you last night. Very bad, Mod. Neat Noodle. The other night, me and Jen were doing Chad Daybell, which, by the way, did y'all hear the damn call that was released today in court? I shared it on my community tab. It's just so weird. Like, Chad's talking to Lori about their plans and, how he's talking to Alex after his death and stuff like that. But one night, me and Jen were on, and I was so tired. And I sat there, and I had said something like, I'm in the house, so I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. And I sat down in front of the heater. It was so cold outside because I was having to stream outside because the kids were asleep, and I didn't want to wake them up. And then next thing you know, I woke up like 20 minutes later. And thank God I was muted. But yeah, I fell asleep the whole time, and I felt so, so bad. As soon as we ended, I was like, oh my God, Bendy, I'm so sorry I fell asleep on you. So you fell asleep as a mod, but I fell asleep as a mod and a panel guest. I love this community too. There are so many beautiful people here. Hey, Ava. Hey, Amber. Bendy. Thank you, Tess, for sharing the knick-knack info. That's okay, Bendy. It ain't no thing. It really was just a short live. I just wanted to talk about this case. The local that was in here said she was killed with an AR-15. Huh. No, you hadn't heard it. I was going to listen after this. Oh, my gosh. I really want to hear your thoughts on the call. I'm so tempted to put Jen up here and play it. I put Allie to sleep. No, you don't. But I won't, because we'll probably do it live on the trial and stuff soon. I need emotional support. My 16-year-old goes to take his driver's test Friday, and if he passes, he will be a licensed driver. I will be going gray now. Oh, I feel your pain, because I'm just waiting. Trenton's like, it's coming up. We got like 6 months, and he's already has the learner's permit. You do not put me to sleep, Bendy. Chad Daybell wants to be Doctor Strange so bad. Oh, he's so creepy. It was so gross, his giddy, tittering laugh as he talks about the blueprints. Yeah, and how valuable she is. Hey, Lynn. Oh, gosh. Which, whatever. But you haven't heard it, Amber? Oh, my goodness. Please do, Alex. Hey, Julia. It would be just a random end to this live on another case. At the very least, let me grab it for you so you guys have the link. It's like 30 minutes, so it's pretty long, but there are a few minutes in there of like the prosecutor talking and stuff. So, Bendy, did you see we got an email from El Paso County, and they said that our new calls are next in line, like they're going to be processing now. I'm just waiting, because as soon as they drop, I told Jen, as soon as we get them, I'm going to be editing something together, because Jen has done so much on the video visits, but I can't wait to hear them. So I know I shared it here. Yes. Also, did you guys see the video of him reacting to the text message being read out about the storm? Like, he literally, it's very quick. I'm going to show y'all that one because it's only 2 minutes. Betty says, Alex, thank you for covering this case. I'm glad it's getting out there, because this beautiful young lady needs justice, and so does her family. Thank you for being here and sharing what you know and all of that stuff. I appreciate it, and I'll continue to cover it. Like I said at the beginning, and not many people were here. I want to make a point to cover as many unknown cases as I can. If there's not news or something in one of the bigger, more well-known cases I'm covering, then I'm going to find something like this to talk about, and I don't know if that's I don't know what the best decision is for the channel, but also I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? So here is the video with the call, but let's go back to my community tab, because I shared the video of him reacting to the text. Oh my goodness. It's only 1 minute and 40 seconds, y'all, but this is so gross. Prepare yourself. Please prepare yourself, because these messages are, No, I didn't test, but I just assumed that she was fully out when she was released. Let me see. Oh, Bendy said I dozed off. Let's see what Tess said about Kayla Montgomery. Ooh, she got a notification about her being released. It does say she has to check in with parole immediately. All right, you guys, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is just, whew. I wish I could zoom like you can on the phone, but watch his face.
Intensity of each encounter in my mind, one greater than the last. Fire emoji.
Let me just say, if you are easily nauseous, if you're quick to vomit, please make sure to grab a bag and put it next to you, because this is damn disgusting. Oh, cutie pie. Okay, I'll check it. I've just been bad with my emails and messages and everything lately, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I promise I'm going to get better. Okay, I'm going to try to catch up.
The intensity of each encounter in my mind, one greater than the last. Oh my, fire emoji, especially this last one. I've never loved you more, heart. It just keeps growing, kiss emoji.
And then that next one, if you could indicate the date and time.
August 9th, 2019 at 9:39:54 p.m. in UTC -6 time.
And who did it appear to be being sent from, and to whom was it going?
From Chad to Lori.
And could you please read it into the record?
I completely agree. We were definitely in new territory in your bedroom.
And then the following message?
This one's
Date,
on,
sorry.
yeah, okay. On August 10th, 2019 at 4:38.
Wait a minute. Can you imagine? I know Chad's ass is uncomfortable, but who I'm really thinking about how uncomfortable this would be? Pryor. Just imagine sitting next to Chad while this shit is being read, and it's going to get worse. I'm not going to pause again because we only got a minute left. After this, I do have some things to say about a couple different things, like some counter related to my video yesterday, but I just have some things to say, but okay.
4:38.
And I'm going to let you guys go.
In UTC -6.
Who did it appear to be going from, and who was it being sent to?
From Chad to Lori.
Can you read it into the
children.
record?
Elena's magic hand has gripped the storm, and they stare into each other's eyes, barely able to breathe as intense waves wash over them.
And through the investigation, did you learn what storm was a name for?
It appeared to be a name for Chad's penis.
Now, wasn't a strong reaction, but let me remind you, Chad's ass sits there and stares forward the entire time. He don't turn his head. He don't make a face. He don't cough. He don't sneeze. He don't laugh. He don't blow his nose. He don't do shit. He just sits there. So it's still a reaction. And yes, John Pryor's face is so red. And you know what? I actually also thought about that. I thought about his kids. When I heard this the first time, because they fully believe that he's innocent of this. We know that. We've heard them speak out. We know that they know about Lori. I'm just curious if they know. I mean, wasn't this in August? So this was before Tammy passed away.
In UTC -6 time.
And who did it appear to be going from, and who was it being sent to?
From Chad to Lori.
Can you read it into the record?
Elena's magic hand has gripped the storm, and they stare into each other's eyes, barely able to breathe as intense waves wash over them.
Oh, dear God.
And through the investigation, did you learn what storm was a name for?
It appeared to be a name for Chad's penis.
I'm sorry. Let me go back to the beginning to hear that, Dave.
The intensity of each encounter in my mind, one greater than the last. Oh my, fire emoji, especially this last one. I've never loved you more, heart. It just keeps growing, kiss emoji.
And then that next one, if you could indicate the date and time.
August 9th, 2019 at 9:39:50.
Yeah. So I wonder what the kids think about that. That is interesting. And you know what? Even though they think he's innocent, I have no negative feelings towards them. I'm not trying to be hateful towards them. I feel sorry for them. That's their dad, man. If the police came and told me that my dad had hurt kids or something like that, I would not believe it either, because he's my dad and he's so good to me and my kids. You know what I mean? So I have sympathy for them and love for them. I feel bad for them. I really do. It hurts my heart. They've lost their mom, and now they have to hear this kind of shit in a courtroom about their dad. The fire emoji. I'm done. I quit the internet. I know. Or his kids, they might not be in there, because I thought about this too when I thought about it. They're testifying. So it's possible they're not, but it doesn't matter. They'll still hear it after. That was my kind of thought about it. Citizen sleuth. They're there, but I'm not sure if they're under exclusion or not, because they're victims. Did you see the photos of Emma that Annie posted, how she looks just like Lori now. No, but where is it on her video, on her community tab? Let's take a look at it. So, I just want to say, you guys, when I speak out like yesterday, what we talked about as far as Sebastian's case, there was a few people who get really mad at me. And, I don't know why people take it so personal. It's never personal towards like anybody that's a chatter. It's just my feelings, that's not really what I do on my channel anyways, is like speak out about those things, but sometimes you can't hold it in and that's just the place I was at. But I just want you guys to know it's never personal. I don't know why people get so personally offended. Maybe I'm just going to try to keep covering the cases, like new cases, unheard of cases, even if they're not popular. I'm still going to do it and wait for our calls from Tisha and try to get, other jail records and other calls. There are some other things I'm interested in. Can you imagine the phone calls that Chad's had from jail? Who cares if they get mad? We can all have our opinions. Well, this is the thing. It kind of bothers me because, like, I would never get mad at you guys. We don't all agree about any of it, and that's okay to me. No, I didn't even put it back up yet, Kathy, because I didn't even edit out what I needed to. But that's because, like, people were getting so personally. There were a few people who were very, like, personally offended by it, and I was like, damn, maybe I should just leave it like that. But you know what, Kathy? I'll put it on unlisted so you can finish it. So anybody who started it can finish it for now until I do what I, maybe if I edit it out, I'll do it in the middle of the night. I'm not really sure, but it's just frustrating, man. Oh, thank you, Natasha. We love the way you do things, and that's why we're here. Please don't take it personally, Allie. They aren't meant to be here anywho, or they wouldn't take it personally. You're so right. You really are. And yeah, you guys those of you that get me, I know you know like where I'm coming from, even if we disagree. Oh, thank you, crazy mama. But anyway, so yeah, Rachel said that those calls, let me see exactly what she said. I don't know if Bindi, like I said, had even got to see it yet. But I had emailed her after Jen and I talked and we're like, where's that stuff? It's been a while. And she says, I will be starting these next. I just pulled your request from out of our queue. It will take me a little bit, but it's on the radar. Take care. So it's so exciting. And we have some stuff now to go over, but these are like, these that we're waiting on have never been released anywhere ever. Now, Stephen Stearns has a jail records that have been released. We could try to get those. I don't know. Are you guys interested in seeing that? Amber, like, I guess about me talking about how I felt with some of those comments yesterday about Sebastian's case. But this is the thing that people don't understand and that I wanted to clarify, but I didn't. I don't care if people sit there and say, ooh, like they can say they don't like Chris or Katie or something suspicious or question whatever. That shit doesn't bother me. The stuff that bothers me is the Chris essayed Sebastian or Katie definitely knows where he's at, and people that are just so certain and just going so low. It's not just like, people that are like, ooh, I didn't like that, or that's kind of whatever. I don't care about that, and it's not my place. I don't care what anybody, like, to a degree, but when it gets so low, like I can't, it's hard to see that stuff and not say how you feel and not say how it's wrong. Like, it shook me yesterday, some of the comments under that interview. We're here because we know how to politely disagree and make hilarious comments. Those easily offended people need to turn around. That is so true, Teacup. Yeah, they state things as facts. Just say in your opinion. I know, and people need to relax. I completely agree. And I don't know. It's interesting to me because, like, some people still believe Kylie Rodney was a true crime case. I don't. I personally believe it was an accident. What if Sebastian's isn't even a true crime case. It's possible. It's also possible that he was lured off from someone offline, and it's also possible that someone that he knew or was someone who was close to him, anything's possible. It's like walking into a room, hearing only a piece of the conversation, and overreacting because you don't know the context. People speak before they speak, Allie. You do what you want because you're great at it. Thank you, MK. It has been awful. That's kind of how I feel too. If you think, if you're mad at me because I think it's wrong to say Chris SA'd him or stuff like that, then I don't know that you should be here any damn way, honestly. But people were completely twisting what I was saying. I don't know. I didn't re-listen to my live to re-listen to what I said, but someone was like, you're calling JP Miller a narcissist. That's no different than what those people are saying. No. People are flat out accusing Crit, the SA thing and Katie of having them and all that. That is very different than me saying, when JP said I tried to bring her back from the dead 4 times and I said that sounds so narcissistic. It does. Why the hell would he think he has the power to bring her back from the dead? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I can't diagnose anybody. I don't know. The most I know about psychology is a Psych 101 class in college, which means the very first, most basic class that there is. So, I do not read comments. Oh, I'm a comment reader, but maybe I should stop. People coming in being disrespectful while demanding you respect their opinion based on mere speculation. Oh, I know. The one person now, whatever. I'm just glad to see him gone if they're going to act like that, I'll be honest, because that was just ridiculous. It was so combative and so dramatic. I can't. I believe Kylie was a tragic accident. How many of you guys, is there anybody in here who believes that Kylie's case was actually a true crime? Just curious. And if you do, that's okay with me. You know what I mean? I don't care at all. I just disagree, but I'm not that I would care. Oh, thank you, Queen Bella. I love having a place to come. I might be very late with this update, but did you see that the guy that killed little Amari has confessed to it? No, I didn't, Lynn. Oh. Ooh, if you still know where that's at, can you send that to me? Yeah, if you have the type of personality that's easily offended, you better stay offline. That is true. Nobody has to be. Yep, you're so right. And most of you guys are it's kind of dumb for me to even mention it because it truly is the smallest minority, but it can be upsetting. And I get upset when other people are upset with me. You know what I mean? Unless I'm pissed at you, then I don't give a shit if you're upset with me. Then I'm like, good, be mad at me because I don't want anything to do with you. But if random people are just getting all upset with me, then I'm like, what did I do? I start to feel, I don't know. I'm weird. I think it's okay to say parents make you suspicious, but people stating things like facts is getting ridiculous. I agree with you completely. Oh, Kathy. I'm never mad at you. And you are so sweet. Thank you. Psych 101. You too, Amber. Hey, I did learn some stuff in there, though. I have a master's degree. He is all of what you are saying. Oh, thank you, Queen Bella. JP is narcissistic. That's cool. I didn't know you had a master's degree, Queen Bella. We've got a couple people in here with masters in psych. Tess and Kathy. I definitely don't think CP of S, but I do think KP is the key, and she knows more. And cell data will solve that case. I think it's possible for sure that cell data will solve the case. There's been a lot of rudeness and disrespect lately. Agree, Claus. I agree with you. I'm there. They don't deserve. I mean, it's gotten so nasty. Lisa says no. Don't believe it was true crime. No, I think it was an accident, but I think kids knew and left her there. JP is classic narcissist, in my honest opinion. I read all the comments and end up on their distant cousin twice. Layla's mom said, I read all the comments and end up on their distant cousin twice removed best friend's boyfriend's page. That is just freaking funny. I love that. Thank you, Lynn. Harlot says, I'm not sure. I'm not convinced it was an accident because Sammy lied so much and acted so suspiciously. I bet those kids knew she drove into the lake that night at the very least. So kind of what Amber said, like people knew and didn't say anything. Okay, you guys, I guess I'm going to let you go. I just like hanging out with y'all a little bit, like, and shooting the shit. But I do think Melissa has a live, and I don't want to wait. It's scheduled for 8:30, so it's getting ready to start. So I'll sit with you for another minute. Hey, Blue. So I found it really funny that BJ was on the other day discussing Micah's case, and they started talking about the Watts case, and she said, oh, ATS is the best when it comes to Watts. She's so good. ATS is so good when it comes to Watts. But I don't know. Who knows, man? If you try too hard to figure out some of these people online, it will make you crazy. I've figured that out myself. Like, I cannot understand. There are so many things that I see, and I'm like, huh? Why? Or what? Like, I don't know. I can't understand how people think sometimes and why they do the things they do. Hold on just 1 second. Jen has a PhD in talking shit. 1 second. But wow, I got to do something really fast. I'm going to play this just one more sweet time for y'all.
The intensity of each encounter in my mind, one greater than the last. Oh my, fire emoji, especially this last one. I've never loved you more, heart. It just keeps growing, kiss emoji.
And then that next one, if you could indicate the date and time.
August 9th, 2019 at 9:39:54 p.m. in UTC -6 time.
And who did it appear to be being sent from, and to whom was it going?
From Chad to Lori.
And could you please read it into the record?
I completely agree. We were definitely in new territory in your bedroom.
And then the following message?
This one's
Date,
on,
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. On August 10th, 2019 at 4:38:08 p.m. in UTC -6 time.
And who did it appear to be going from, and who was it being sent to?
From Chad
I'm
to
about
Lori.
to pause it. I got.
Can you read it into
But I
the
want to hear
record?
this.
Elena's magic hand has gripped the storm, and they stare into each other's eyes, barely able to breathe as intense waves wash over them.
Elena's magic hand has gripped the storm. Oh, dear God. By the way, thank you, Natasha. And you're right. You are so right. Don't stay there. Trulia says, I think the kids haven't told everything they know about the accident. Christine says, I think of you all as family. My opinion is let the haters hate and keep moving. I am on YouTube to relax and help with loneliness. I hate drama and personally turned off by it. Thank you, Christine. And that's kind of how I am too, like most of the time. Now, sometimes I might watch drama. If I'm not involved in it, I'll like sometimes I'm interested to watch it. But for me in my personal life, with my friends, with my family, with people I know, with what I'm doing, I'm not doing any kind of drama or fighting with anybody because I'm at the place where I want to go home, sit down at night, relax, put my feet up, and not worry about a damn thing, and not be all stressed out, not worry about like fighting or being angry or this or that. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I need to be able to chill. Maybe take a gummy and just relax. Callie Ronnie tragic accident. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys about something I ordered today. So I really want to quit smoking. And like I kind of like vaping. Oh, yes, okay, I will. I kind of like vaping, but there's only a couple flavors I like. But anyways, I want to quit nicotine altogether. And Mayla's mom had told me about these like all natural, no nicotine vapes, but they're not really vapes. It's like an incense. It's not like a liquid like that you're like inhaling, but they're called Ripple. And I ordered 2 today, the strawberry and the mango. So they say 3 to 5 days until you get them. And I cannot wait to get them because I need to quit smoking. I know it's not good for me and I'm trying to live a long, happy life. Okay. Let me look at the thing that, what is it? A Murderous Heart. So Chad's daughter, there's a picture of her on Joe Ryan's sister's page. His sister is this channel, A Murderous Heart, which I'll share the link in the chat. She does a ton. Harlot, I don't really know. I think that's what it is. Actually, let me show this and then I'll show you what I mean. Because it's kind of like a new thing to me too, so it's hard I don't even really know enough to explain. Oh, no, you said she looks like, oh, wow. For those who didn't understand the last meme, it's an image that explains Emma's transformation into cult stepmom Lori Vallow. She was told she was valuable in that call. I'm getting a lot of questions asking if the pic of Emma as a blonde is real. Yes, it's her most recent work pic. Monkey see, monkey do. So, oh, wow. Dang it. I messed up. I don't know if I'm going to get it back. I don't know what I just hit. I quit. Don't vape. Vaping is harder. Ripple sounds interesting. Let us know how it goes. Oh, thank you, Christine. Essential oil. Here, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to pull up their little website. And then, but wow. Thank you, Tess. I had not seen that. That's kind of interesting, huh? Look at Tammy. What a beautiful woman. Just naturally beautiful. And definitely doesn't look fragile enough to, naturally lose her life anytime soon. It's just so sad. Okay, so let's just look really quick at ripple.com and then you'll be able to see, because I damn sure can't describe it. Well, it's not ripple.com. I'm wrong. Ripple. It's zero nicotine aroma diffusers and incense. So, cruelty-free, organically derived, vegan-friendly, no artificial additives, born in the UK, 100% recyclable. Shop zero nicotine, shop incense. But are these, like, that's what kind of confused me. The brand's nicotine-free. It's a diffuser. I'm sorry, not incense. So it's a diffuser. But I don't think you actually get like a big puff or anything. It's just a little bit. The plant-powered aromatic diffusers have become on the go, nicotine-free. Let's see. So the ones I ordered today was the strawberry and this is their incense. The strawberry and the mango. But let's click on their zero nicotine. Meet Ripple. Max loaded up with 1,000 plant-powered puffs. I got the strawberry with hibiscus and acai, and they have watermelon, which has green tea in it. That's probably good for energy and stuff. The mango is focus, and it has 2 other things in it, but it doesn't really describe it as well. I know plant-powered goodness on volts. That means infinite puffs, rechargeable pod device, and 6 signature formulas. So I don't know, but I'll link it and you guys can do some research if you're interested. It's a diffuser. They say it's not going to have like a big puff like nicotine, but maybe a little bit. I think it is like flavored air, similar to that. You're going to get a little bit of like a puff maybe, but not like we will with a vape. But you know what? Once I get it, I'll tell you. And then I'll let you know. I've been vaping almost 2 years. I smoked for over 15. Vaping helped, but now I can't quit vaping. I know. Ooh, Mayla's mom. Okay, thank you. Mayla's mom is who sent me this, so I didn't know that, Nay. I've been smoking a vape, and it's coffee tobacco flavored, and it tastes like very much like closer to a cigarette than anything else, and then that coffee taste, it's sweet. It's really good. That's true, Natasha. It is so freaking hard to quit. And I've quit a lot of things. I'm going to let you guys go because Melissa's live, but Harlot, I don't know exactly. But Melissa's live, but I've quit pain pills, heroin, nerve pills, a lot of different things in my life. Even in college, I was drinking like every single day. I was becoming addicted to drinking. And there is nothing like quitting smoking. Even sugar. Quitting sugar is hard. It really is. Like I had like symptoms from it, headaches and like kind of just cranky, kind of sweaty. There's nothing like quitting cigarettes. But anyways, you guys, vaping is way less satisfying, which makes it a good crutch to quit. I hope you guys will go over to Melissa's live. I'm going to go over there for a few minutes and support her, and then I'm going to take care of some stuff and lay down and try to get some rest. Thank you again to everybody who came to listen to me. Like I said, it always means a lot to me when you're here, but when you come and it's a case like that you probably have no interest in, you haven't seen at all, and I don't know, it just means even just a little bit extra to me, and I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. You really are. Ooh, okay, Tess. I'll have to look into it. But I hope to see you guys over at MJ's. Also check out, let's see, what channels? I'm gonna drop Amber's channel, get Melissa, Bindi, Amber. I need to put Shmita's in the Nightbot, honestly. So that we can drop it. Amber. We'll do Punksy Nays stuff. Check out all the awesome channels that we drop, because if we're dropping a channel here, I guarantee you it's a good one. And yeah, I think that you'll like it. So anyways, thank y'all for everything. Thank you, Natasha. You have a fabulous night, babe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.